Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin and let's discuss what happened in the market today and do our analysis for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. So a very significant gap up opening. I did not expect that, and but if you all remember, I've been telling you all for some time that 17,600 for Nifty is a supply zone, and also for Bank Nifty 37,500 is a supply zone, so 500 600 area. So we haven't tested this level for a long time, for the last entire week, but today that significant gap up was on that particular area, and as expected, heavy selling came into the market. Okay, so I did not expect such a big gap up. That's the only reason I did not discuss any position based on that particular gap up, because I thought a usual gap up of 40 and 50 points might happen, but I think it was more than 100 points gap up in Nifty today. So that was one of the reasons why we missed to discuss what should be the trading plan in case if we gap up at that area. But I'm gonna explain a few things over that, so that next time if things happen like this, then you can definitely take a trade based on that. Okay, and yeah, so if we look at Nifty, this is the daily chart. So we have a bearish engulfing candle that is for today. And if we look at Bank Nifty, we do not have a bearish engulfing, but definitely this candle shows selling pressure from the top and still holding the support area. Okay, so now let's quickly I also wanted to show you, so before we start the discussion for tomorrow, I'm just activating the lines, and this is the lines that we made based on the Dow theory. Just see the beauty of it, the way it respects. Okay, so what happened, this was our resistance level 17,604. market opened right above it and it was consolidating here. So always remember, whenever you see market opening with a huge gap up or a gap down at an important level, you will usually see market consolidating. So for example, if this is a resistance, so in case if we open here, we'll see market something like this, or in case if we open below also, we may see something like this, and then it breaks this range. Okay, and similarly, if we open near a support, we may consolidate like this and then give a breakout upside, and slow and steady we can go up. So this is what I wanted to share. This, just see how it opened. Continuously it was hitting this 600 level and then finally broke it. Here I was sure that because at this time Bank Nifty was performing well. If you just want to see that, see, Bank Nifty was just going higher and higher. Okay, and when I saw Nifty getting back into the range, I was sure that Bank Nifty may also come down. So 37,400 was the level. So I think one of our YouTube subscriber, I had told him that if Bank Nifty breaks 37,400, then we may see a fall, and that's what happened. We consolidated here. Okay, let me just draw that and show you. We consolidated here, we gave a breakdown, we retested that level. So this is where I usually take an entry at a retest, and then we came back steadily to this support. This support wasn't that important, so we just showed a small reaction, and then we broke that with a very good Marubozu candle, and finally we stopped at a support here. So this is where I said Bank Nifty has already tested 37,000, so it is time to book profits and should not be entering into a put trade as of now. And it came down heavily and it managed to stay above that and just closed above it. So looks like tomorrow the fall may or may not continue. So what is the data and how do we predict it is something which we'll look at it. Similarly, if you look at Bank Nifty, so I removed the line and I made a zone so that it uh, becomes more clear. So my line was exactly around 474. Okay, so I removed it and I made this zone. So Bank Nifty stayed within this zone for some time, but later on it started taking resistance here and it started maintaining lower high, and it immediately broke 37,400 and just came down like anything. So this was the review for what happened today. Now let's quickly check on the data and see what should be the plan for tomorrow. So if you look at the data, data is definitely bearish. FIs have shorted future, sold call options, and bought some good amount of put options. And if we look at ProDesk, they have bought futures, they have sold call options heavily, and they have some good amount of put buy as well. So I'm not discussing this area because this is not required today, but this is the summary is what is more interesting. Okay, so what I understand from this data is, if we check here, the call options is not shorted heavily from the FIs. It is just about 13k. Okay, this is something, this is a quantity which even retailers take these days. So it's not a huge quantity, but we have a very significant quantity of put long. That means they are expecting market to open gap down, but they're not expecting market to fall even after that, is what FIs are thinking. Like, if the market opens gap down, definitely their put premium will increase. They'll book it, the market may come like this and it may remain sideways. Okay, so they have call shots. They may uh, further sell put options tomorrow, or they may increase their quantity of call shots more. So this is what I can predict from their position. So they're expecting a gap down opening, and we have heavy call sell from pros and also put buy. So they are definitely expecting gap down, and they are more bearish in the market. They are not expecting a sideways move, but they are expecting market to move down further. But usually what we do is we follow what FIs are planning, because that's how the market moves. So we clearly know that they are the one who make the most of the moves in the market, so we are following them. So overall, but the trend remains bearish. Like, we can expect a gap down opening, and then the market may remain sideways to a slightly downtrend. So this is what the data says. Now let's quickly check out the option chain. So for option chain, I'm using Opstra. This is Nifty. So if we look at Nifty, if you guys remember, yesterday we did not have much of call writing, but we had put writings enough. But just see what happened today. A significant gap up usually can change the trend of the market, because people would always like to book profits. So that's what happened today. A significant gap up has made the market bearish, and there's hell lot of resistance ahead. So now we can clearly see that put writers were not that aggressive, because obviously the market is falling continuously, so nobody would have that courage to go and sell put options, right? So when these guys can sell put option is in case if market gaps up again tomorrow, then they'll come and short the puts, expecting the market not to fall. Okay, so let's see how we open tomorrow. And now let's quickly check on Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is also similar. Okay, so if you look at Bank Nifty, we have solid resistances ahead. Even we have 37,000 call writing that happened significantly today. But however, put writing is more, but still market closed below 37,000. If you look at this, 36,925 is the spot price. So market closed below this. So in case if we open gap down or flat, then this put writers will run away. So they maintain their position just because expecting a gap up above the round number. So in case market gaps up, they'll sell more puts and call writers will exit slow and steady. So market may move something like this and then eventually it may go up like this. But looking at the FIS positions and pros position, definitely this is not going to be the case. The market looks more bearish and can go downside. So this is all about the open interest. Now let's quickly check on the price action. So the charts, what does it say? So first and foremost thing, today market was trending. So we have seen a good big candle in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty. So tomorrow what can happen is market may open down and then it may rise up and close something like this. So there is a possibility we may see a halt candle tomorrow. So there is a possibility in both Nifty and Bank Nifty that we may open down, slightly come up and then close something like this. Okay, so this can happen too. So now let's check what are the levels that we need to watch out for. So the first thing is Bank Nifty is still holding this level. So I'm just switching this over to 15 minutes to show you all something. So why this level is so important is because if you look back, this was a very big range. Okay, so I'm talking about this range. This is a very big range. So starting from 35,700 to 36,850. So this is about 1100 1200 points. So just see the kind of volatility here. One day the market comes down, the next day it shoots up, and then it comes back down again, then it shoots up, then it comes down, then it shoots up. So this was the kind of movement that happened when Bank Nifty was in this range. So in case you just imagine what would happen if this comes back inside the range. So obviously the thing that gonna happen will be the same. So in case if we see Bank Nifty coming in this area, then again it will get stuck in this area. It will show some volatility movement every day. So that was the only reason why bulls were trying to hold this level. So we have already tested this about 4-5 times. So even today, so tomorrow, in case if we gap down, definitely we are inside this region. So danger zone, especially it is going to be danger for option sellers to adjust the positions because the movement here is very violent. So we may enter back into this area and we may see a further fall. Okay, so what should be the trade plan for tomorrow for Bank Nifty? Let's discuss Bank Nifty first and then we'll quickly check on Nifty. So if we look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty had already tested this area that we discussed and we have closed almost close to the lower area. Just in case if we get an opportunity that we open flat, and if you see this time Bank Nifty breaking this low, so we can consider 36,830. If you see a candle has closed below this level, you can definitely take a put entry or a call short, and your immediate target is going to be somewhere around this area first, which is around 36,500. Okay, so what can happen is we might open gap down here and then they may book their profits, and then slow and steadily we may stay within this range. There is a possibility. Okay, so in case if we open flat and if we come down, 36,500 should be our first target, and the next target should be somewhere around 36,000 or even 35,700 for that matter, because we have a gap pending here. But I'm not sure if we can see 35,700 tomorrow itself, because it is about 1,300 point fall. So not expecting that much. Looking at FIS call sell, I don't expect such a big fall. And the next thing is what if we gap down at 36,500? So if we gap down at 36,500, definitely the target is achieved. So we will not do anything here. We will wait for the market to come up, and in case if it is taking a resistance here, and if we see any reversal candle, we can definitely go for a put buy, because we may come around day low again because of the selling pressure. So that is the only trade that remains. In case if we open flat and if we start moving upside, I'm not interested in an upside trade. Just imagine, yesterday I was telling you that do not buy put options until we break this, and we will only focus on call option buying. But see, the market has changed the trend completely, and today I'm not in a mood to think about call options. So in case if we open flat and if market is going up, I'll completely avoid it. And in case if I get in this area again, is when I can again buy a put option. So we have spoken about flat opening and coming down. Once we break this, we'll take a put option, and if we open slightly gap down, say just above 38,700 or something, we'll wait for a pullback here and then we'll enter. Okay, so that time you can get a very good trade. The target will be the same, 36,500. So this is the plan for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Let's quickly check out Nifty. So if we look at Nifty, just see the kind of uh, respect it gives to the Dow theory levels. So these are not my levels. Okay, so a lot of time my students say that, sir, the lines that you put, uh, markets respect it so much. So this is not a line that is put by me. This is basically the Dow theory levels, which I'm trying to teach you all, so that you all can definitely use this kind of an analysis. So Nifty, if we open flat and in case if it breaks it tomorrow, definitely it may come and fill this gap, which is around 17,200, and here it can take a support which is around 17,150. Okay, and imagine in case if we open gap down somewhere around this area, which is about 17,200 to 250, do not buy a put option, because we saw that both of them have bought put options. They'll immediately book their profits and market may slow and steady come up, and then it may remain sideways. Okay, and the second half we may see some downside move, but I'll update that on my Telegram channel. So in case people who haven't joined the Telegram channel, you can find the link below the video on the description box and you can join. So I usually do not share market updates, but I thought I should do that, so that it is at least a good learning for people. Okay, and any gap up or a significant gap up may put the market into trouble, because it will completely become volatile, because it may open against their view, and they'll definitely manage their positions in such a way that market will trade sideways and it will become volatile. And this is both for Nifty and Bank Nifty. So I hope we all know what the plan is. So we are definitely going to buy puts, but we have the levels ready with us. So those levels are something which is important to buy put. And one more thing, in case if we open around 17,310 or 320, just wait for it to bounce to this area, which is around 365, and then if you see a reversal candle, you can definitely take a put buy here also. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please do share the my videos to your friends and family, and do subscribe, comment, and show your likes to the videos. And also I wanted to tell you something. If you all remember, my positional trade was around last week I told you that I have a short straddle at 37,000. Okay, why I'm discussing this is because see, in Bank Nifty, people still they are holding 37,000 straddles. So we have call and put almost equal. So people are still holding it. Even this was there last week, and this is my current position. So 37,000 straddle is definitely in a very good profit for two lots. So it is almost about 7,200. So since this is an iron fly, so my profits are a little lesser. Okay, so just to show you all, thank you for watching, people. Meet you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.